Can On the Way Together help us to bring the past, our present and the future together? Or is On the Way Together only about the future? The On the Way Together spirited conversations that gave rise to the 5 life-giving themes definitely connect us with our past and with our present. And those same 5 life-giving themes give us 5 big lenses to look towards the future. Now, the past, the present and the future are all in the hands and the life of God. And we look for the signs of the Spirit in the past, the signs of the Spirit in our present, and we anticipate the Spirit's presence in our future. So, On the Way Together process is about bringing past, present and future into a continuous relationship. Why is this important? Well, we've all got history. We've had programs and activities in our local congregations, our commissions or our agencies for a long time. For example, you might have a playgroup and maybe it's run for 10 or 15 years. Or perhaps you've got a kindergarten and it's got a long history going back more than 20 years. Maybe you've got a youth ministry that's just emerged in the last 2 or 3 years. Perhaps you've got an adult study group. Maybe you've got some kind of Christmas activity that connects you to your neighbourhood. Or perhaps at Easter time you put on something special so that neighbours can find their place in the Easter story. Maybe you run school holiday programs, partly as a service to the neighbourhood in terms of childcare, but also as a way of reaching into the lives of children and their families with the good news of Jesus. Does On the Way Together mean that you have to stop all these and start something new? No, it doesn't. What On the Way Together does do is ask you to choose 1 or 2 of these things at a time. Reflect on them in terms of a provocative proposition. What are these activities really for? How are they really benefiting the neighbour that you are in a relationship with? What is the long-term hope that you hold for these activities? That long-term hope can be expressed as a provocative proposition. And if you think about focusing on what's happening in the lives of the people you're in touch with, then you've got the basis for your provocative proposal, the story of what is really happening. Now, I know that it's hard for us to think beyond what we are doing, what input we are giving, what resources we are gathering and focusing on, and our time frame, our budget, our human time needs. I know it's hard to think past that. But a provocative way of looking at the future asks us to think about what happens because of what we do, what happens because of our focus, what happens because of our hope. And the focus is not on what we do, but on what's happening with other people because of what we do. I hope this gives you some confidence to understand that what you are doing already is important, and to listen to God for what God is calling you to with your neighbour, in your neighbourhood, in the future. On the Way Together can bring past, present and future together.